I can always create a new life. This life ends, a new life is going to begin when I'm ready for it to. So y'all, the ancestors been with me so strong today. Like, when I say I have been interacting with the matrix like it's a freaking playground, like I've been having fun. Okay? Spirit showed me how much you really enjoy life and look at it different when you separate yourself from the common. When you're one of the ones who's meant to bring justice and balance, you can't always take sides. You got to be able to see all sides. You got to be able to see what's really going on in certain aspects. You got to be able to see outside the picture. Today has been a strong ancestral day. Okay, a strong ancestral day. And it hasn't been one of like, it's been feeling like an ancestral energy of rejoice. I'm gonna be so honest. It feels like an ancestor energy of rejoice because it's something about if you only knew the opportunities that you got ahead of you. And that's why it's important for you to control your energy at this time and how your energy is harvested. Okay. So instead of me soaking in all the results and all that other stuff, I shifted my reality and was a creator. So I used the energy to create. I use the energy to pour into myself. I use the energy to pour into my higher self. Okay? And this is we're in the season where people, you got to know how to control your energy. And if you really say that you're not in the matrix and outside of certain things, you got to act like it. You got to move like it. Okay? And a lot of people ain't moving like it. Okay? What deck do I want to use? So this energy today, baby, it feels good as fuck, okay? And the vibe, the strong vibe of what I've been getting has been, if you only knew what was in front of you. You already know what you've dealt with already, okay? If you only knew what was in front of you. If you only knew what is going to come up for you. If you only knew what's about to show up for you. And it's all about your perception of how you go after everything. How you view it. How you work around it. How you critically think with it. How you learn how to utilize everything to your benefit. Okay? You have some people, something bad happened, their whole world is over now. Okay? Then you have some people, something bad happens, they find a way to find a solution. Then they find a way to become better and make it an even bigger aspect. And I'm hearing the ancestors say, what side are you on? Are you on the side of, do you really know that you good and things are going to be good, or are you going to keep wavering? You know what I'm saying? Because it's this mixture of energy of, no, we only going to talk to those who own that shit. No, ancestors, we ain't even about to do that. We ain't about to do that. I'm not about to shift my energy today. No. This message is for those who have chosen to stay in their lane energetically and not get mixed in with the energy of the world and the matrix. And really realize the truth of everything around them, okay? This is the strongest time to be creating, the strongest time to be getting structured together. We literally just had a new moon, okay? Don't get distracted. It's a lot of distractions and it's easy to get distracted. And this energy is like, stay out of being distracted. So who I'm talking to right now, you've been staying out of the distraction. I'm not about to teeter-totter to the other energy. This is the energy of those who have separated themselves. They're not teeter-tottering in certain energies because they understand their true power. They understand how to alchemize. They understand how to take all situations and work it into their benefit, okay? And the power of the mind. The ancestors have literally been preparing you for this and keep telling you, watch what you think. Watch how you talk, things of that nature. And you've been doing that. And that's why you're not going to succumb to a lot of the things that's happening and that's going to continue to happen. You're not going to waste time following energy that does nothing for you at the end of the day, okay? So while everyone else is in herd mentality, continue being individualistic and working on yourself. Keep standing out, okay? Because there's a strong herd mentality energy going on right now. And these next few months, it's like you stand out the way and just observing. This is the season for you to observe the sheep from the shepherds, okay? This is your time to observe the doers from the I let life happen to me, earth. Okay? Ancestors are allowing all of this to happen for you to see the true soul and energy of a person. You've been manifesting and praying for prosperity, so you have to trust that everything that happens is happening for your benefits, even if you don't understand it, okay? So keep your earthly human side out of everything right now. Keep your earthly human understanding out of everything right now. This is not a human earthly situation that's going on. It's spiritual. It's energetic. It's a transference of energy. We're in the middle of either a transference of power, and that transference of power is going back to the true controllers of the land, which were the healers, which were the people who were authentically connected to nature, which were the people who they were set apart. It's like the indigenous ancestors are coming through really strong right now. Okay? Really strong. Really strong. And I'm hearing them say, the same way things was taken from us through violence and them coming in and snatching out, how are you going to expect change to happen now? Change has always been violent. Change has always been disruptive. Change has never been peaceful. People keep sitting praying for a peaceful change. That shit is not going to happen. It's never happened. Never in history has it happened. Never. Get out the delusion. Get out the delusion and the illusion. Okay? This is in the aspect when we were talking about the spiritual warfare aspect of things, all of this aligns with that. And if you consider yourself a healer, you better not be one of these people that's getting exposed right now, because a lot of people been getting exposed. Okay? A lot of energy's been getting exposed. If you ain't really true to this, you're one of the matrixers. Okay? What has been coming out for like the past month? You are in this world, but not of it. What does that mean? You're here on assignment. Okay? You're here on an assignment. You're here for a time such as this. And we're in this season where healers, you are being called up to separate your energy from the groupthink. Okay? Remove your energy from the groupthink and truly start taking back your power. Stop. Don't give your power away anymore. Stop signing your power away. Okay? People who sign their power away are the followers, the people who need someone to lead them, versus the ones who are connected to the divine energy, who is the ultimate leader. No system in the history of the world has ever changed without conflict. Don't look at anything from a human perspective at this time. Look at it from the broader perspective, the spiritual perspective. Keep looking at it from that. And don't allow anyone to try to make you feel bad for certain aspects or certain ways that you may think or go about it, okay? You're literally being called to a higher level of consciousness and understanding at this time. And with it comes a lot of responsibilities, which means you not interacting with certain things unless you're interacting with it as a spectator. And until you can interact with something as if it's entertainment for you, if you still taking it emotionally, you need to separate yourself, okay? All right, ancestors, what's going on? It's time to reclaim back your magic, reclaim back your power, stop giving it away. And so that's what a lot of you all made the decision to do this season, this time of your life. It's like you being in this rebel energy, you separating yourself from all things, okay? You don't have to attach yourself to anything or anyone when you're your own divine being. All those ancient ancestors weren't trying to be like each other. Oya wasn't trying to be like Oshun. Oshun wasn't trying to be like Aya. Like, they were their own energy. They weren't seeking something to attach to. They mastered their energy and their direct connection. And either you about this life or you not. Okay? Either you about this life or you not. You gonna keep going back. You can't keep going back and forth, baby. You can't. You can't. And a lot of y'all got tired of y'all stuff, and that's why you in this space right now. You're evolving. You're evolving to a higher level of responsibility, a higher level of spiritual responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't just no TikTok spiritual talker. You know what I'm saying? This is someone who's truly answering their calling from a higher dimension. These are the people, when you came here, you always felt like something was off. You always felt like you were here to shift something or to move the scale some kind of way. You always had questions. You always were seeking to understand. That's your indicator, because guess what? Most people don't do that. But it's naturally in you, because you reincarnated here to bring back that balance. So you about to accept this assignment or not? Because we just went through a whole timeline shift. I told y'all we was about to be having them back to back. We got everybody talking about this 11-11 time. No, the timeline shift is happening now. The portal is already here. Okay? The portal is already here. It's here. What are you doing with this portal? We opened the veil with Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, all the different holidays that are celebrated around the world on the same day. The portal was open for the ancestors to come in and do what they got to do. So don't sit here and question what the fuck has happened. Don't ask for help and you get help. And now you mad. Okay? Take the human perspective out of it and look at it from the spiritual, okay? And you got a job to do. So those who I'm talking to right now, you have a job to do. 5 of Cups, disappointment. What you disappointed about? What the fuck is there? You being disappointed is like you saying you're disappointed in a higher power. It's like you saying you're disappointed in the higher self. It's like you're saying you're disappointed in source. Now, you can be disappointed all you want to, but think about what that does to the manifestations that you've been putting out into the universe. It's basically you going against the manifestations you've been speaking about. And this is why a lot of people find themselves going backwards. Because right when they power getting strong, why do you think the elections are always after the Day of the Dead? Energy harvesting, baby. Listen, those who don't know. Those who don't know. We just had a new moon. Those who don't know. So at the time when you should be putting all that energy into yourself and building, your energy gets harvested and you take steps back. So at the time where it's the strongest for you to manifest with your ancestors and the past energies, your energy is taken. So are you one of the powerful ones who have realized that and taken your energy to build upon it? Or is your energy being taken to build upon someone else's? Ace of Wands, baby, the Ace of Wands. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. The 3 of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Do not play with me, y'all. Do not play with me. The ancestors said what the motherfucker they said. Okay? They said what they said. With grief and the Ace of Wands, what you sitting in? What the hell I'm grieved for? What I'm grieved for? What am I going to grieve for when I know I'm always good? When I know everything that happens in the world is for my best bet. It's for the best bet of all. So what am I going to allow myself to be in a sad energy when I just got done connected with my ancestors? The portal open. I'm in my most creative time. Why would I be mourning at this time? No, I'm going to cut that off and I'm going to keep staying on my frequency that I was on. So the question is, are you on the same frequency that you were on last week? Don't give away your energy right now with this portal energy that's going on. I need you to understand. Don't give away your energy with this portal that's currently open right now. The ancestor's still here. Just because the veil is getting thicker again doesn't mean that they're not still here. They still here. And I've been feeling them all day today. I've been cold, working my butt off. Been having messages come back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. This is a season of preparation. This is the season of setting yourself apart. This is the season of truly learning how to control your mental. This is the season of truly learning how to build. Actually be in that sacral energy. Actually be in that Empress energy that a lot of people be talking a lot of mess about online. But what you doing with it? What you doing with the knowledge? What you building? What you giving back? Or are you just talking? And this is the season where we're about to see all the talkers and the followers. And then we're going to see the real magicians. Because everybody who claim to be a magician ain't no magician. A lot of people are magicians in reverse. Okay? And this season is being a reminder. Those who are true magicians, they're not falling for the okie dokes. They're not getting involved in worldly matters because they know it affects their magic. It affects their energy, their transference. Yeah, I'm done with this deck. We got Torment coming out. I said I'm done with this deck and Torment came out. You're exiting out of a season where your soul was kind of like being harvested. Ooh. The harvesting of souls are being released. Oh my God. There were some souls that were trapped that got out right in time with this portal energy. Their souls are being released. It's like I'm seeing prison, but in a spiritual stance. Like, oh my God. And that's why it feels like the timeline shift. Ancestors, why you ain't tell me that before I got on here? Okay, I get it. Hold on a second, y'all. Similar to how the North and the South was, is giving Civil War energy. There was a lot of energies and people fighting to keep some souls harvested for something. It's some type of world plan and certain souls. So it's like, you know how souls are reincarnated? I'm getting this vision of like, so some of our souls have been reincarnated continuously, right? But your soul is like being controlled. So you don't have control over your reincarnation. So it's like, I'm hearing no new souls are being created. The fuck? Y'all got the 4 of Sticks coming out. That's the 4 of Wands. That's the foundation. A new foundation is being born right now. New foundation, new grounding for the 9 of Baskets, which is what has been promised. Y'all been talking about the magician. Listen now, don't play with it. Don't play with it. It's a new foundation of energy that is being created right now. There are souls that are being set free, and there are babies that are about to be born from this point forward, and there's spirits of some sort. It's like they're free souls. They're being born as a free soul. They're not born in captivity, okay? It's like I'm seeing this vision with the 4 of Sticks coming out, the magician, and the 9 of Baskets. This is giving true generational. So generational wealth from a spiritual perspective and a financial perspective. Generational wealth from a more broader perspective. Don't grieve. Don't grieve. Not with this magician energy coming out to confirm literally everything the ancestors been saying. So there's this, you know what? This, oh my gosh. Okay, ancestors, I hear you now. And that's why you're saying with this portal energy is important for those who are the true magicians to stay out of the worldly mess right now, because your energy is what's setting the souls free. So while this portal is open, right? The more people who are in the grounded energy with a free mind, free perception, your energy and how you show up at this time is setting some of the souls free. Okay? So the stronger that energy is, the stronger the energy is set free. But if that energy cannot go through that, it creates this grief aspect on the other side. So this is not the time to cry. This is the time to know that all things will work in perfect order. This is the time of knowing that you have everything that you need to keep creating and expanding. Your mind is very powerful. Some of y'all really need to freshen up y'all altar as well, because this is giving altar vibes with all the most important items for the 9 of baskets energy. So you may want to refreshen up your altar. Okay, a lot of y'all, I don't even want to talk about politics, but it's like a lot of y'all ancestors, their beliefs were totally different from what you may see, you know what I'm saying, or understand now. So it's just like you got to look at things from a spiritual perspective and not just what's on paper. Okay, so the same way how there, and there sounds the same, but it's spelled different. So it's easy to get tricked. Those who are in their magician energy, they're not getting tricked by anything right now. And you need to make sure you continue to not be tricked by anything. You need to continue to make sure you're not being tricked by anything, okay? So these souls that's being set free, ancestors, let's go deeper into this. It's people who had a matrix mindset, but they're called to greater things. By them seeing you show up in certain aspects, some things are it's gonna change their perception of something. So these are souls who have been trapped through psychosis. You know, I've been watching the originals. And one thing that always stood out, y'all know the originals, they can do mind control by speaking, and and they can get you to do whatever, right? It's giving that type of energy where energy vampires ain't gotta bite you to get your energy. Okay? They just gotta be able to get in through here and through your mind. So it's something about by cutting that off, or someone getting new information. Some of y'all gonna be attracting, definitely if you have like a public platform, you're gonna be attracting younger people. This is giving younger people. You're gonna be attracting more younger people who want to see things differently. And it's because of the use of social media and access. It's something about this next generation of babies, y'all. I can't get away from that. This next generation of babies are going to be different types of souls. Like, I'm getting pure soul. Hold on. Pluto is moving, ain't it? Ain't Pluto moving? Hold on. Because Pluto is a generational planet. Child, I just want to see the dates. And my sidereal chart don't have the dates on it. It's something about Pluto, y'all. It moves back into Aquarius in a couple weeks. It moves back into Aquarius for a couple weeks. So Pluto moving back into Aquarius after going through a retrograde in Capricorn. Career, reputation. There's a shift of perception that's happening right now. And this next generation, y'all thought y'all saw individual energy before. You need to get ready for what we about to see. Between innovation and individualism and the use of internet and online, virtual consciousness is something about spirits being stuck in virtual consciousness. Okay, now ancestors, we channeled this a little while, like last year, and that had me just, child, this is, but they're bringing it back up, like a virtual consciousness. So like consciousness where people's energies are getting trapped into spaces. So the type of innovation that we're walking into, this is why souls are being released at this time, because it's about to go into a lockdown for a little bit. And it's like in this lockdown, for example, like inventions that they keep part of people's souls and shit. So like, for example, a robot can have your grandma's voice because while your grandma was alive, they harvested some of her energy within the creation of that thing. You get what I'm saying? So her soul never truly rests because her soul is trapped in that space. It's like some Black Mirror type stuff. That's what it's giving. Like we're about to move into that type of inventions that's going on. And although it may sound good, it's a trapping of consciousness. And the ancestors is warning against that. So it's something about this next window of energy with Pluto, what's going on over the next few months. A lot of energies that were trapped are going to be removed back. Babies that are born within the next few months are going to be free souls, like they're going to be pure souls, and something is going to close back up. It's like a veil is closing back up the end of November. Y'all, the free man. So the ancestors be coming through. Y'all can't deny this. Y'all can't deny this, how they just came through and we were just talking about the free man. That's the free souls, the souls that are being freed, and the souls that's going to be born free over the next few months before this veil totally closes for the next 40 years. No, not 40. Ancestors just said 20. They just said 20. They just said 20. They just said 20. So what is the 40 for? Why did I say 40? That's the next generational shift. Every 20 years, it's gonna be a shift every 20 years. Even if you look in history of your lifetime, every 20 years, it was a major timeline shift. And it's something about the next 20 years. Okay. Wow, ancestors. I'm gonna release this video on the channel as soon as this is over. We got the grandchildren coming out right here. It's giving legacy. It's giving learning. I learned from the best. I learned from you. So learning from a higher perspective of some sort. This free man, I can't get away from this though. And this is giving a vibe of your ancestors do not want their consciousness trapped here. They want you to let them be free so that they can help you when they can help, but their consciousness is not trapped, because some of them need to be reincarnating back here. And if we get to a place where there is no more reincarnating happening, it's like time resets itself. Similar to when they reset the time at 00 AD. Wow. Ace of Knives, 5 of Baskets, Son of Coins. It's written in the stars, baby. It's written in the stars. Everything is written in the stars. Everything is happening the way it was supposed to happen. And it's important to not view it from an earthly understanding, but view it from a broader spiritual perspective. And when you're able to do that, you're able to set yourself free. But I'm hearing it very strongly. Do not put your ancestors' consciousness in things. And this just made me think about my teddy bear. Y'all know I have a teddy bear, right? That one of my closest friends got for me. And it had my grandma's voice in it. The battery ran out real fast. And every time I thought about going to get it, to build a bear and have them, do whatever, I take my bear everywhere I go. Everywhere I travel is right there by my bed, like everything. I had no desire to put her voice back in it. I had no desire to put her voice back in it. And literally, I'm hearing right now, Earl, what's his dang on name? I always mess his name up, but on Lion King when he said, remember me, in the sky. Okay, it's giving that. Like, learn how to remember through tales, folklore, books, documentation, but don't harvest. It's something about don't harvest energy, because I'm seeing, I don't know who out there trying to harvest the ancestors' energy to stay in something, okay? It sounds very much so like a Horcrux or something on some Harry Potter. I don't know, but the ancestors said, please don't do that. Please let our energy run free so that we can reincarnate, because these different technology things that's being created is being created in a space where it's trying to keep humanity from being able to reincarnate. So there's not any new souls being created, to where it's all trapped souls that's being controlled. So a lot of you all who are here at this time, such as this, you're here to help free and keep souls free. So a lot of y'all, you realize that you're not meant to live a regular life. You're not meant to be just in one, like, you're meant to spread. You're meant to be like a missionary, but not in a way where you're convincing people to change their minds, but in a way of being an example. In the way of being an example. Okay? And this is giving strong energy of those who get it, get it. And if someone wants to be upset with you because of your beliefs, I'm hearing let them. Let them. Let them. Because as you engage back and forth, you're giving your energy to something when you could have been over here building that business. Or you could have been over here creating that video. Or when you could have been over here starting that service. Or when you could have been out here advertising your work, but you giving your energy away to something else. And this is what the ancestors want you to be aware of. Be wary of. Don't allow people who don't have control over their consciousness to pull you into their stuff, okay? My heart is palpitating real strong. Some of y'all about to be changing some habits that you thought was hard to change. And you're going to change it just like that. Because this energy is so strong. It's so strong. It's your winning season. You're in your season where you're truly about to be living in the things you've been wanting to live in freely, without fear. You're a sovereign soul. Okay? Oh, I felt that, ancestors. Woo! Where my fan at? You are a sovereign soul. I done moved my fan somewhere. I don't like that. And did. Ancestors, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. You are a sovereign soul. And when you're a sovereign soul, what does it mean to be a sovereign soul? You're not tied down to the same rules and regulations as everyone else. You removed yourself from that. Just like people who become sovereign citizens, they're not required to follow the rules of the land. They're sovereign citizens as seeing indigenous. Some people go in the way of, I'm not going to get deep into the cultures and all that. We ain't going to get into that. If it's you, it's you. You get what I'm saying? But you are a sovereign spirit. You are a sovereign energy. You're not tied to anything. You move freely. Your spirit move freely. Unless you want your spirit to be controlled in a box and told what to do and when to do it. The choice is yours. And that's why your ancestors saying the same thing. Okay? Now, some people probably listen to this and they're like, oh, what this crazy lady talking about? Guess what? It ain't for you. It's not for you, and that's totally fine. It's not my job to convince you. It's my job to get the message across. And with all this, I strongly recommend that y'all heed what I got to say, because it ain't never did me wrong. That's all I'm going to say. This ain't the time to be a rebel. Right after a new moon on tropical was in Scorpio. We know Scorpio mean death, right? Then we had the Day of the Dead. The veil is removed. Come on, nah. Y'all can't tell me. You can't tell me. The writing is on the wall. And that's why the ancestors coming through the way. I said I wasn't going to come on here. And they kept coming at me all day. Until finally I finished the training stuff and I got done with everything. And I think that's why they just kept messing with me after that. They're like, you ain't got no excuse for why you can't do it now. Okay? And this is what this energy is about too. You ain't got no excuse not to do something. Because sometimes your back got to be up against the wall to take something serious. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But you ain't ready for it. You ain't ready for it. You ain't ready for it. So those who are in a free man energy, the true sovereign spirits, those who are truly connected, you've been preparing for this. And everybody around you ain't on your level. Everybody around you ain't free. Everybody around you is not a sovereign citizen, a sovereign spirit. And with this portal being so strong, you got to watch what you take into your energy. Okay? I ain't did no personal readings. I ain't took in nobody's, you can't vent to me. I don't want to hear none that's going on in your life, because I know the portal is so strong and open right now. I only got energy for my messages. I only got energy for my connection to certain things. You get what I'm saying? Because I also have a job that I have to connect to. And this is giving that strong energy. Put yourself first with this portal energy. And you got until 11/11 with the strong pieces of what's going on. But it opened up when the new moon happened. It happened when the new moon happened. All y'all coming up in here like y'all just came from a side meeting or something. Ancestors, what else you got on this energy? I can't get away from that of souls being set free. Of souls being free. We're going to leave a message at that. So I'm going to put it back out on the channel for those who missed it to get the gist of the energy. I'm going to leave that message there. And those who get it, get it. Ancestors, we got anything else, or is that what we're going to end with today? That's why y'all gotta have them notifications on, Pooh. Y'all ain't got them notifications on. You got the Queen of Swords coming out with the Nine of Swords. Yeah. Ancestor said stop talking. I enjoyed y'all for this conversation. I have some other messages I'm going to record, but this is the one that was the strongest today. I'm going to re-release it on the channel as a video for those who missed it. And that's the vibe. I'm about to go back to creating. Those of you all who are interested in signing up for the Spiritual End of Life Death Doula training, there's a free training available on my website. And then there is the certification training that's available on my website. And everything is available to go on and get registered for now at monicole.com. The training is taking place on November 30th. The certification begins December 29th. Okay. Yeah, that's the vibe. I enjoyed y'all for this quick impromptu. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team and your ancestors is calling you to do. Period. Love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Go on and choose where your energy goes. Energy goes where you put your time and where it flows.